Vietnam, so London, England.
Welcome everyone to the 2021 United Nations Climate Change Conference. They're not only climate killers, they are also killers of people.
Women are among the most vulnerable to the climate crisis. A concrete example of this was in 2013 in the Philippines with Typhoon Haiyan or Typhoon Yolanda. A lot of women and young girls were forced into prostitution and sex work because of the climate impacts that happened, and they couldn't bounce back, they couldn't adapt. In so many settings, when you are in evacuation centers, you are more prone to sexual harassment and violence, and just the hygiene of the place, it's not there. And so when we're talking about climate justice, it has to include feminism, it has to include class inequality, and it has to include racism. We have to think about everything, because all of these other socioeconomic crises amplify the climate crisis and are amplified by the climate crisis. And the same patriarchal, rich, racist system that we are in, this is what caused the climate crisis, and so we have to dismantle that in order to achieve climate justice.
Nous sommes plus les victimes aux effets des catastrophes climatiques.
We women become victimised more by the impacts of climate catastrophes because it's often the women who go back to the forest to plant, to look for something to eat. It's often the women who go to the forest to harvest crops. And today, if these women are not participating in activities related to the fight against climate change, I could say that it's null and void. Null and void because their contributions, the expertise that they can bring in the management of natural resources is very important.
La gestion des ressources naturelles est très important.
The right way in order to ensure that